Real estate roasts, and today we're going to be looking at some very expensive property indeed. We're back in the United States on Zillow, and today we are going to come down to New York. Coming into New York with no price limit. We want to get right down onto the city. We're not going to focus on the whole state. We're literally going to come straight down into Manhattan and see what we can get. So we're going to look for, I don't think we need to put the minimum in because I think they're all going to be above that. Let's apply 900k and then see what we get. Let's get right down into it, into Manhattan. I'm seeing a couple of 50 millions. Let's see if we just go, we put in Manhattan, New York. We'll search from here, see what we can get. What's the most expensive thing that we've got? Don't want the homes for you. We want the price high to low. Thank you very much, Zillow. $250 million straight off the bat. Probably not going to look at this one because these ones in these really high tend to be really stark and boring. What's more interesting is this house for $80 million. See if there's anything else particularly interesting. We might come back to this one in a future episode, but today we're going to look at this one on 5th Avenue. Now, being a Brit, I don't know much about the States, but I know that I've heard of 5th Avenue before. So $80 million, 8 bedrooms, 10 baths, 20,000 square foot house for sale. Let's dive into this one. Estimated payment per month, $484,000 if you get a mortgage. Built in 1931, single family home. Not much else going on. The information, we've got some facts and features. So again, as we said, it's 10 full bathrooms, 20,000 square foot. The lot size is 2,717, which means it must go up a fair few floors. Let's dive into the pictures because I don't think we're going to get much else information from here. Probably because they don't need to. If you've got $80 million to spend, you've got a broker who already knows about this house. Looking at the outside, this looks absolutely insane. I don't know whether this is the entire house or how much of this you actually get. But looking at it, you've got what looks like a hotel lobby and some statues outside your house. Another view of another entrance. Again, looks like could be a private entrance, but again, it could be a hotel lobby. Another one. This must be something impressive because there's 3 pictures just of your entranceways on the outside. Very cool. Out of 15 pictures, after all, 3 are just the facade. Another one of just the facade. 4 pictures of just the outside. A couple of very Romanesque statues that aren't built in. They're just plopped there for some strange reason. But it does look very sort of Art Deco-y, French, Parisian inspired. So it's very nice, but a bit too much of the listing for the outside. Again, another one, very Parisian, Venetian, European style enclosed balcony window there. Very interesting, but again, don't really care about this. 1/3 of it is now the outside. Oh, it keeps on going. You're basically just buying a hotel here. Let's see what actually they might have anything of the inside. They do. A very blurry and grainy picture of a landing with no furniture, no staging, and no information that you've got. Very nice staircase though. It's very nicely appointed. Very high ceilings, but your standard classical design with your coving, your skirting boards and your fascias and trims. Oh, look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, again, you're just buying a classical ballroom here. I'm sure that there will be some Viennese waltzes that have happened here in the past. You'll be holding lots of special parties for people wearing masks and tuxedos, I'm sure. This is very interesting. Now, that outside enclosed balcony window we mentioned has a circular seat on the inside. I'd have been tempted to turn that around the other way and turn it into a little coffee area looking out, but what do I know about real estate? Very dodgy picture here. Looks like they've stitched it together from a couple of ones. Otherwise that wall is doing something very funky indeed. Different flooring room to room, not very consistent, but I guess you get that with a classical $80 million house. We're back to the outside again now, and they've just stuck it to the outside of this bigger building. Not quite sure how much of this you get. Maybe you get all of it for that money. You must do, because they're making a big deal of showing you the outside of it. And here it is again from the outside. I don't know what to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. This one is not the most exciting listing for an $80 million property, and you're right next to an office block, so it's going to get noisy and annoying. Balcony there, looking out over what I'm guessing is an art gallery or train station. Somebody from New York, let me know in the comments what that actually is. But a very nice balcony looking out over not a lot. There's some nice trees over there, but it's not the best of views, to be fair, for that kind of cash. And just a view of everybody looking in to your windows. You have to have your curtains closed at all times, given how busy this road is. Oh, we do get a floor plan. Very nice indeed. Okay, so you do only get, oh no, you do 2 floors. I don't know why you put that one first. So let's start with this one and then go back to the other one. So the English basement, I don't quite know what makes it an English basement, but you have the main entrance here on the first floor coming into what I'm guessing is that lobby area. It's a very long house, so you've got drawing rooms, one tiny little bathroom by the looks of it on this floor, but not much here. It'll probably just be assorted rooms for people. Down to the English basement, elevator, mechanical room. So this is where you're going to have all of your utilities, and I'm assuming there's probably going to be a couple of bedrooms for your staff down here. Quite a lot of sinks and toilets, so I guess that's where you park them. The parlour, so this is your general room for your guests and receptions and all different areas that you're keeping people in. And as we go up, we've basically got the same floor plan again with the same general layout in case you're having a multi-story party. Very fancy. As we come further up, we finally have another bathroom. No, I don't think there were any on these floors. Doesn't look like it. So you come in to your 4th floor with a toilet here with a double door on either side. Maybe this starts turning into a bedroom. Hopefully so. And another large drawing room type area. We come up a bit higher and you have, well, it could be another bedroom here. No ensuite, but there is a closet there, which is very nice to see. And another one which could also be a bedroom, but no toilet. So if you need to pee in the middle of the night, then you are a little bit screwed. Comes out to a nice terrace, so this could be a nice guest bedroom if you don't particularly like your guests that much. As we go up to the 6th floor, this looks like a large master suite potentially. There's a bathroom up here, or it could be another general purpose room because the staircase is right in the middle. Must be general purpose because you've got a staircase going right up here to what can only be another couple of rooms and your outside terrace. I guess that's where you get that view of that museum train station thing from. That's about it from here, I have to admit. £80 million, $80 million rather, 8 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms. Not quite sure why, probably at least 6 of those are in the basement. But 8 bedrooms, $80 million, $10 million per bedroom. It's on 5th Avenue. Don't know whether there is a good indication of where it is, so let's see what we've got here. Right on the end of 5th Avenue. Okay, so that is the Astor Chinese Garden Court, right on the edge of Central Park. Very nice, but you don't get the full view of Central Park because you've got a museum in the way. Right across 5th Avenue and East 82nd Street, you're in the heart of basically everything in Manhattan for the parks and generally living environs. It's a lot of money. You're basically paying for the location and floor plan. But the floor plan's not particularly useful if you're doing anything other than just holding massive parties. $80 million, don't think this one's worth it. At least from what we can see here. It's mainly just classical ballrooms for all of those. As I said, masked anonymous parties you'll have with your friends and your friends of friends. Not impressed? Let me know in the comments whether you're impressed. If you'd won the Powerball, would you pay $80 million for this house? I'm not too sure. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode of Real Estate Roasts.